Hi there, this is Niki Rowland for Just Nick, and today I am designing a layout using the Cactus Jack cut file from the Just Nick store. I've chosen to use the Crepe Paper Oasis collection because that speaks of going on holiday to me, and the reason for the cactuses is because I have the most fantastic photograph of my children with the biggest cactus I have ever seen in my whole life. So obviously I had to go for the Cactus Jack cut file. It's awesome and contains 4 different cactuses or cacti. What I'm doing now is I'm backfilling those with the different papers from the Oasis collection. I didn't want to go for traditional cactus colours, so I didn't want them to all be green. I wanted them to be different colours, and I just pulled out a few from the collection. I've mounted my white background layout onto that really lovely ombre piece of pink to purple paper in that crepe paper collection, and then I took the middle out, and then I've used the middle part there to backfill that really large cactus there. This part of the layout is going to take me quite a while because, as usual, I'm raising my cut files up on foam pads to give some dimension to my cut out shapes or my backfilled shapes. This particular cactus came with little love hearts all over it, so I've just kept the negative of the shape, and I've just laid that back inside the outline and applied foam pads in each of the heart shapes, and now I'm just putting the hearts back inside all of those little apertures there. Now I'm going to remove the negative piece and I'll be left with my hearts in exactly the right place. There you go. So that's just a little trick that I do quite often when I've got a design like that, and I want to make sure that the polka dots or hearts are in the right place as they were originally intended. Okay, so that's all my backfilling done. My 4 cacti are all now backfilled with different papers from this same paper collection. And now I'm just going to position them onto my layout. So I've started off with the 2 main cactuses and stuck those in place. And I couldn't get them in without their arms hanging off the outside of the page. So I just embraced that and put them so that both sides had something hanging off the edge, and I've just chopped those off, and I think it looks fine. And now I'm just putting in my little cacti, and along with my photograph. I know that this is where I'd like my photo to be. It's the only place in the layout really that it could go. So I'm just layering it up there with some ephemera from the same paper collection to give it just a little bit of a pop. It doesn't need much. The layout is very busy already with those different patterns in the background from the different cacti. I have just layered up there just to give it a little bit of extra definition, and I'm adding an extra cactus there because obviously 4 is not enough. I need an extra one, and I'm pretty sure I add some more too. Oh, there we go. So I've also got the chipboard sheet from this collection, so I'm pulling in some different dimension, different layers, different textures by using the different types of embellishment within the collection. So I've got a couple of chipboard pieces there, a puffy sticker. I've added the title at the bottom, Love This Place. And I'm now looking to see what other embellishments I can squeeze onto this layout. I've chosen those, pulled out those frond branches from the ephemera pack, but I wasn't quite sure about them. So I'm just opting for more cactuses because obviously we can never have enough. And I'm just continuing to go through my collection to see what bits I can add in here. I've got a little tag there at the bottom, which I've just tied some twine through, and that's going to ground my layout. I've got this gap at the bottom, which didn't really intend to have. I kind of meant for the cactuses to be growing out of the bottom of the layout, but it didn't quite happen, which I like the Love This Place title where it is, and to say now that tag brings it all together a little bit better. So I'm just finally adding in some really tiny bits and pieces from the sticker sheet. I've got a flare badge there, I've got some little arrows, some labels and some hearts at the top. And I'm finally finishing off with a few drops of Heidi Shine in gold, and that is my layout complete. However, off camera, I realised I'd forgotten to do something, which was add the title in little letters that says "Looking Sharp." So I had to do that off camera. Sorry about that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today. That was Niki Rowland for Just Nick.